What's up, guys? 1994 Twitter Super here, and this is going to be an update on the Wing Gundam version Ka Master Grade conversion kit that finally came in the mail that I've been waiting for it seems like years, even though it was only like a week and a half. But yeah, finally came in. That's basically it right there. Gundam Formula 90, otherwise known as F90. And this is, oops, that's basically what it looks like from head to toe. I don't have autofocus, guys, so it kind of sucks, but this is what it came in. It came in a nice little box. And so yeah, I mean it's basically like just a little box that has like a picture like glued on it, but I noticed almost all resin companies that build resin kits, that's what they do. They just get a nice box and they just glue some pictures on it. So that's what the box looks like, and then this is what it is inside. So right off the bat, I hate not having autofocus. Alright, so we have our wet transfer decals. Yeah, that's what the decals look like. I'm probably not going to use like all of them, but I'm going to use quite a bit of them. I have another set, and so I'm probably going to use some of these because my other set of them has some other ones that I want to use on there. So I'm probably going to put that on there. And then after that, they put basically 2 more photos of the kit when it's finished, or like sort of like reference photos, like to let you know like this part's blue, this part's white, yellow, whatever. And this is where it's been confusing for me, because I'm still having trouble deciding whether I want all the blue pieces to be blue, or if I want them to be red or black, or yeah, just I mean, I'm still sort of leaning towards just keeping it that sort of deep blue look, because I mean it's starting to grow on me as I look at these photos and look at photos online. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like many people have really done this kit. Every time I look online, it's literally like these exact same photos online. And I've seen one other person that did this kit. I forgot his username on YouTube, but I'm sure if you looked up F90 conversion, he would probably pop up. So he's like the only other person I've seen. But that's another reason why I got it. I mean, it's just I don't really see this kit really that often, so just the rarity of it sort of made me buy it. Next, we move on to the instruction manual sheet thing, and it has another cool photo of it and the parts that are included in with the thing, instruction manual, how to install the parts and stuff like that, which is pretty simple. And then to the good stuff. This is the stuff that's awesome. So I'm gonna try to get this as clear as possible, because I mean, like they did a really good job on all the molds or casts, whatever you want to call them. Everything is every panel line, every slot, every cut in there is like crisp and clean, and I'm really happy with it. Also, it was really cool because they actually gave me a few extra parts, like parts in case they break or if you mess something up. So I have 2 shields here. Still messing up the focus. 2 shields here, which is really nice. And you can see, I mean, the detail that's in these. So I'm gonna spend a while on them. The one downfall about these, since they're one piece, these are basically one piece. You don't even really have to assemble anything on the shield. is it's going to take a lot of taping off to get this all blue, and then the out part of it white, and then do some gray and other little colors that I'm going to be painting certain sections and stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, they're really, I was really happy with them because, and they also gave me 2 guns. This isn't like half a gun and half a gun to stick together. Like you can see, that's a full gun. And backpack seems like, I think just one of those, but that's fine. I mean, this is a pretty solid piece. So yeah, it's nice. Looks to be neck piece probably, or hand joint or something in there. So not a ball joint. The barrels, you got your knees here. Trying to keep my focus. Knees and arm pieces, foot pieces, skirts, cuffs, and these pieces go on, sort of like on the side of the legs and arms, like that right there. You sort of see the similarities, but I mean, I don't have to go through every piece. I mean, I know other Gunpla guys and gals out there will be able to determine what is what. And yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I mean, this is like my last resin kit. I was really excited, and I mean, it was still fun in the sense that like it took like a lot of work, and for me, that's actually fun. Like to actually put a lot of work into a kit, because it's that much more, I guess, special, I guess you could say. And this is actually another thing I was really happy about is, okay, on this photo, when I was looking online on the photo, I was looking at everything, and then I was looking at on here, and the beam sabers, they look to be resin, and they are in this photo. They're resin, and it comes with resin beam sabers in the pack here. And then also in a separate package, they gave me CNC machined aluminum beam saber handles, which was really nice of them. I think that was really cool, because I mean, I don't know, I've never had aluminum ones, so it was really cool to have those. And then the beam saber itself is this nice, really nice wavy looking one, that just, it looks so cool. I mean, that's a badass beam saber. I mean, that's all the beam sabers from my other kits. They're just really typical, just the typical, just flat. Sometimes they have a little bit of etching right here, and just to give it that sort of powerful look. But I mean, the whole wavy look and everything, it's really an awesome touch. So I can't wait to paint these. I'm sort of thinking either painting them just like a clear coat of green, or actually painting them a solid with the airbrush, an actual solid like green, and then painting a little bit of a lighter green or a white at the base, because I've seen some kits where the beam sabers were actually fully painted, and I actually sort of like that look. So I'm thinking about that. Also, just look for a comparison. I mean, if you look, this is from the wing. I mean, if you look at the difference of these two, I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell which one is cooler, or what looks more serious, and it's a nice touch. So that's that, and then I'll show you the boosters. They're also in the lower portion of this pack. So you can see you got your aluminum boosters, and then little rods that screw into the holes in the boosters, and it just gives it that nice little effect, almost like a fuel injector of some sort, something that either helps control the direction of the boost, or fuel or something like that. But I noticed on those high-end resin kits, usually the boosters have these little rods that stick in between the actual cup. So I was really happy with that as well. So that's that. And yeah, and another thing is in these photos, the boosters actually look a little different than there, because and you can't really see it, but in this picture they don't have the little rods in there. So that's I don't know, I sort of like it though. The boosters that it comes with, they look really cool. So oh, now I see. Oh, okay, that's cool. They actually included resin boosters, so that's the ones that are actually in the photo, and those are actually pretty nice as well. But I mean, I'm still gonna use the aluminum ones. I mean, the aluminum ones just look really nice. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I'm really excited for this kit, and also this is sort of like my sticker bag that I have. But this is my other wet transfer decal sheet from the Heavy Arms Custom, and there's a few decals on here that I want to use, and so I'm gonna be using, because I mean, I don't want to use too many, but I think some kits, especially this kit, it doesn't look right without having some nice wet transfer decals on there. Hell, I might even use a few of the Wing Gundam stickers on there, or something like the smaller ones. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna find out something. Have some extra eye stickers and other things like that. Let's see how much time I have left. Also, for anyone that's doing these kits, I figure I can squeeze this in there too. Anyone that's doing a resin kit, be aware that when you find a piece in here, for instance, right, let me get it zoomed, or I mean focused. If you've never done a resin kit and you plan to, you need to have all the tools necessary to do a resin kit, and you have to have a Dremel, because every resin kit company, when they make the casts, there's always some excess resin that kind of squeezed out of the cast, and you have to cut that off, and you can't just use an X-Acto knife. It's too hard and it's too thick, so you have to have a Dremel. I'll show you what I have. I used to have a battery operated one, but I didn't like it, because whenever your battery dies, you have like an hour downtime, and you have to literally just sit and wait for it to finish charging. And for me, it was really frustrating, because when I get working on my kits, I don't ever want to stop until I'm finished. So I upgraded to a corded Dremel, which is a lot nicer to me. The one downfall to this one is it's a single speed, and you don't want a single speed, because the single speeds are very, very high RPM, and the downfall to that is if you're shaving a tab off, and if it catches just a little bit, you're gonna either, depending on the bit, if you have like a cutting bit that's like a disc, it will literally just dig a deep gouge all the way across your part. And then for this one, if it grabbed or anything, it would leave a pretty big scuff mark, and then I'd have to sand. So what I did was I got a dimmer switch that I found laying around in the house. These are very cheap. If you get a corded that's a one speed, a single speed, and I suggest getting a dimmer switch, because all you do is you just plug it in and you plug your Dremel into the bottom of that, and you can have it on low so the RPMs aren't as high, or you can put it all the way up to high for whichever jobs you're doing, and then you won't have to worry about having any sudden like jerks and have it just tear up your piece. Yeah, that's basically as far as shaving the pieces off. After you shave them off, it's always good to just sand. Just take, like what I use, it's sort of a really fine grit, but it's 1500 grit, and it's really fine. But I noticed when you sand your parts with that, the paint lays on so smooth. So that's what I use to sand my parts, either whether it's just getting scuffed so the paint can stick, or just taking off seam lines or something like that. That's a really fine sandpaper, and it's very forgiving, so you don't have to worry about accidentally taking off too much meat. So that's as far as Dremel. As far as protection for working with resin kits, I want to tell everyone, always in my opinion, you should always have a respirator and gloves and I can't say it right now. Goggles or protective glasses of some sort, because the thing about resin is when you start shaving parts off, it turns into this really fine dust that gets everywhere. So it is sort of messy, but it's just something you do not want to breathe in. Resin is horrible for your lungs, and it sucks when it gets in your eye, because it's just really uncomfortable and it's hard to get out because it's such a fine little dust. But other than that, if you wear that stuff, you should be good. For anyone like looking for where I purchased this kit, I did purchase it on eBay, but it was from a company called GK Hobby, and they sell some awesome stuff and kits. I'm really happy with what they supplied me with, and I'm gonna put a link in the description, because they have a separate website from eBay, so I'll give you that. And yeah, and if you ever need to find their site on eBay, I'm sure you could just literally search up GK, and I think it's _ hobby or something like that. After I upload this video, I'll check and I'll put it in the description, like exactly. But literally looking at all their inventory, they have some amazing conversion kits, and I'm currently, after I finish this, I'm actually looking at the from GK Hobby, the Freedom, the Master Grade Freedom, the Strike Freedom conversion kit. It looks really good. Yeah, guys. They have tons of kits. They have stuff that goes from all the way from like 1/35th scale Gundam heads. Like they have Unicorn. They have some Zeta. They have from Hinu, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, and then they have all the way down to like 1/44 scale conversion kits, and they have full kits. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.